Hi everyone, it's Angela from ESL Speech Connect, and in today's lesson we're going to talk about some confusing English word pairs. What makes them confusing? Well, one way is that they are spelled in a similar way. Another reason they're confusing is that they are pronounced in a similar way. Also, they are related in a similar way. So let's look at the first pair. We have of and off. So for of, the F makes the V sound. So you take the top front teeth, press them down on the bottom lip, push air out, and voice the sound. V, v. You'll feel some vibrations on your bottom lip. V. This is a strong sound. And the O makes the sound. Not O, not oo. Of. So your lips are very relaxed. Of. And then we have off. The F makes the F sound. So it's the same placement as the V, but you're not using your voice. So take the top front teeth, press them down on the bottom lip, and push air out, but don't make the sound. You can feel that air, trying to come out, but there's no sound. And the O makes the ah sound. Now for ah, you need to make sure that you lower the jaw and open the mouth. Ah. Kind of like when you're at the dentist or the doctor and they say, say open your mouth, say ah. That's to get you to really open wide. So you need to have a lot of room and a lot of space in your mouth for the ah sound. Otherwise, it's going to sound like So you really want to say ah, off. Let's try both. The first one, of. Make sure you get a strong V there. Of. Second one, off. Once again, of, off. So they should feel different. Remember, with off, your jaw is lowering. Your mouth is open wider. Let's look at the next pair of words. We have interested and interesting. So they're both adjectives, but the first one, interested with ed, means having a feeling of interest or curiosity. It's how you feel about something. Okay, it's a state of be. Okay, you can be interested or not interested. I am interested in taking a class. It's not correct to say, I am interesting in taking a class. No. The class is interesting, okay? But we are interested. For example, here's interesting, okay, with ing. This is something that arouses your curiosity. It's the thing that you are interested in. It could be a movie, it could be a class, anything. That thing is interesting. That is an interesting story. That was an interesting presentation. I thought what he said was very interesting. So other things are interesting, and you are interested. Now, can you be an interesting person? Meaning somebody thinks that you are interesting? Of course. But normally when we're talking about how we feel about something else is interesting, and you feel interested. So don't get those confused. Another example is bored. This means you are unhappy and tired because you have nothing to do. Again, it's a state of be, just like interested. The opposite feeling, you are bored. I was bored at home, so I decided to go for a walk in the park. Okay, bored, that's how you felt. You were bored. Something else is boring. Something that is not interesting or exciting. That movie was boring. That long meeting was boring. I felt bored. I was bored during that boring meeting. Now, can someone else think that you are boring? Yes, of course, they can. But when you feel a certain way, you are bored. You feel bored. Something else is boring. Don't get the ed mixed up with the ing forms and their meanings. Another confusing pair, we have woman, singular, and plural, women. So the singular form, the first syllable is w, woman. So round the lips for the w, w, and then we have the or the book vowel, woman, woman. Plural has the I sound in both syllables, I, women. Again, make sure you make the W sound, round your lips briefly, women, women. Once again, the first one, singular, woman, women. Next word, we're. Has a little bit of an E sound. It's the contracted form of we are. We're. We're. Don't confuse that with the location word, where. Where. So we're and where. This is also used to ask a question. It can be used as a conjunction and to introduce a relative pronoun. So these are some of the grammatical ways that where is used. Then we have were. This is the second person singular past, plural past, and past subjunctive of be. And then we have war and war. Okay, so the first one, were, has the sound. The second one is war, or. Okay, think of that word or, war. But you can see we have two different spellings here. So the first one, wore, is the past tense of wear. Someone says, what did you wear to the meeting? I wore a pair of jeans. Wore. And then war is also pronounced the same way, war, which of course the definition is a state of armed conflict between different nations, states, or groups. Okay, that's the technical definition, war. We had a war in our country. So here's some sentences with those last four words. We're leaving now. We are leaving now. We're leaving now. Very common to use the contracted form. Where do you live? Where do you live? Paris is a city where history and culture come together. And this where is a relative pronoun, used as a relative pronoun. They were hired for the job. And this is the past of be. They were. She wore a red dress to the concert. Past tense of wear. She wore a red dress. The war lasted 5 years. So let's recap, let's review, listen and repeat aloud. Of, off. Interested, interesting. Bored, boring. Woman, women. We're, where, were. War. And these last two sound exactly the same. War. All right, I hope you enjoyed this lesson about confusing English word pairs. If you found something helpful, don't forget to like and follow. And you can check out my website at eslspeechconnect.com. Happy learning, everyone.